What's the best approach to hiring? Do you hire for skills or for attitude? My name is Isaac Smith. I'm the founder of Team Up, where we help accountants hire top-tier Filipino accounting staff without any ongoing BPO fee. So you're ready to hire an outsourced accountant. Which approach do you take? Let me lay out a few options for you, and we'll go through some examples and why you might want to choose one or the other. So the first option is to hire for attitude and train up on the needed skills. Another option is to hire for both attitude and skills. A third option is to hire for skills and focus on that experience and really hone in on what you're getting, that match to what you're looking for, but not focus so much on the attitude. So let's go through one example. Let's say you're having trouble finding the person with the right skills and experience. It does make sense to hire someone with a good attitude and train them. So we have a client that we've worked with, and before they came to us, they had trouble hiring for a tax role. So they trained a bookkeeper who had a great attitude and a great approach to learning. And that worked very well, but it took about a year to get her to about 90% of where they needed her to be. That was good. But later on, they realized that with the right recruiting process, they could also just hire for tax specialists, just get better at that recruiting. So then later on, they hired somebody who already had the skills and also the attitude. So one thing to keep in mind is, there are trade-offs with everything. And so that person, of course, had a higher salary expectation. So it was more expensive than just taking someone from a lower level and training them up. Right? That's kind of obvious, but sometimes we don't always think of those things. Now, here's an option. If you're looking for someone with a specific certification, you can pay trainees to go through the certification process. So, for example, if you're in Australia, you can train someone to go through the certification and become a BAS agent. Something like that is a much longer term thing, but just to let you know, it's possible. The next option, of course, is to hire for skills and attitude, like I mentioned in the previous example. Another client, this is also a tax practice in Australia, struggled to find local candidates with experience, like so many of us, right? So they came to us and we did a search for someone with the experience. They were looking for someone who had experience preparing annual financial reports, preparing tax returns for trusts and individuals, who had experience with BAS, and a good attitude and a good fit with his team culture. So we found someone who had the right experience and a great attitude. She's doing great, they're happy, and the clients are being served very well. Now, what about the third example? Hiring for skills, but not focusing so much on the attitude. Here's where I'm going to say something kind of strong. Whatever you do, do not compromise on attitude. So, unfortunately, I've heard examples of this too. I talked with one accountant recently who has an accounting firm, and he hired an accounting manager in the Philippines who had the skills, but wasn't really a good fit. And this guy ended up creating so much drama, he caused several of the team members to quit. Of course, obviously, had to let this guy go eventually. And now he's faced with the challenge of rebuilding his entire team. That's not where you want to be. So just never, ever compromise on the attitude and that culture fit. Here's my perspective on skills and attitude. Like my cute little niece says when we ask her if she wants cake or ice cream, she says, both, right? If I'm not confident on one, I am willing to train on skills if I can't get the right experience. But like I said, I'm not willing to bend on attitude, and I don't recommend that you do either. So, at TeamUp, this is what we do. We recruit top-tier Filipino accounting staff for firms for a flat fee. We find highly skilled accountants with great attitudes. Both, right? We're a recruiting agency, not a BPO, so there are no ongoing fees. And if you need help with compliance and payroll, we can connect you with an employer of record who can help you out. If you want to learn more, we have some great resources on hiring in the Philippines on our website at hireteamup.com. Check the link below for the website and contact info. Please feel free to reach out with any questions. We're always happy to help.